Well, I got the gyros recalibrated last night. The true Hubsan direct way, which is what I had been putting off for a while. It's okay, it's done now. Everything is at 0. We'll try it again later and see what kind of flight I get when I get home. Right now we're going to go do the golf course range test on this to see exactly how far I can push this FPV system that I designed. So it's nice out, there's barely any wind. I'll go ahead and put my flight stats up here in the corner from UAV weather for my area, and we'll go from there. See you guys in a minute. Well, I am out here by the golf course. I got a nice long flat run here. We're going to go ahead and push that FPV system and see exactly how far I can get. There's not too much wind out right now. It's kind of the perfect time to fly. There's a little bit of wind. Not enough to really mess with me. I'm just going to wait till those golfers finish what they're doing. I try not to impede on anything anyone has going on here. So we're going to wait until they clear this area, and then we'll see how far down there we can actually get with this FPV system I've designed. I'm thinking it might be superior to the H502S. We will have to test that out. I'll see you guys in a sec. Alrighty guys, I have full FPV. We have 9 satellites. Let's go ahead and take this off and see exactly how much range we can get out of this. I've got nobody coming right now, so this will be the perfect test. Let's get this up, make sure it's got a good lock, good stable lock there. Got a little drift, beautiful. We're going to take it up a little ways and send it out. Right up the middle. Looks good to me. Let's see exactly how far we can go. Actually, let's stop it right there. I'm going to go ahead and start the recording. Beautiful, we are recording. We are currently at, let's see here, 32 meters out. Let's take this for a nice long flight all the way down, then we'll return to home. Perfect FPV so far. We're at 10 meters high, 84 meters out. Take it over this way a little bit. We have perfect FPV. We are 138 meters out. Still fighting a good amount of wind. Let's go ahead and turn it that way. 165 meters. Still have perfect FPV. Let's take it up a little higher. There we go. Let's turn it this way. See what else we got going on here. We are 224 meters. Still at perfect FPV. 257 meters. Oop, I'm running into those trees. We need to move over. There we go. We are now at 290 meters. Still have perfect FPV. I'm going to stop right there because those golfers are on the top of that hole. It's a little windy over there, but as you guys can see, we still have perfect FPV. Gotten blown around a little bit. I could go way further with this, guys. I'm not going to just because those golfers are over there. We're going to go ahead and return to home. 307 meters easily, no FPV breakup whatsoever. Let's go ahead and return to home. There we go. Try to make sure it's not going to run into anything. It's coming down the stretch just fine. I have perfect FPV all the way back here so far. I can't see it, so I'm just basing this off of what I can see on the FPV screen. I don't know if you guys can see that at all. We're not running into any trees. It's coming straight back down the path. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut FPV right, or cut the return to home and pull it over a little bit, because right now, if it stays on that path, it's definitely going to connect with those big trees over there. I'm actually going to go ahead and just fly it back manually from here. There's too many trees chilling on the sides there. Still have 2 bars of RX left. Completely perfect FPV. No drop off. I should be able to see it here pretty soon. Oh, I do. Okay, we're over the top of those trees over there. I see it. Go ahead and turn it here. Excellent. We are coming home perfectly. Let's start to take it down a little bit. I had absolutely no drop off at 307 meters. I made it basically to the end of the sand run right here, which is really, really far. So if you guys were curious of how good this FPV system is, it is on dot, man. It's a ridiculously nice little system. Go ahead and take it this way. Start to drop her down. Come over a little bit. We're going to come right up on me here. There we go. Yeah, we were really far out there, man. Go ahead and drop it down a bit. Another beautiful day. Digging it. Still have 1 bar left on the RX, and we went basically all the way down there to the sand pit. That's 307 meters here and 20 meters, something like that. And I still had very little breakup on the FPV, so we're good to go, man. So I'll bring this over here and land it. Excellent. Cut those motors. Stop the recording. Boom. I'll see you guys back at the house. So what do you guys think, man? The real question is my FPV setup I built superior to the 502S? I think it is. I think you don't have to do, you know what? I can't believe this hasn't turned around and come back yet after 350 meters. I would think this would probably stop and go, uh-oh, I'm too far away. It's time to come home. You know, I was a little skittish to go any further just because the golfers are out there and you really don't want to get yelled at by the golf course people. They would get the police involved pretty quick, so I try to stay out of everybody's way. As soon as I got to the sandbar or the sand pit, they were golfing right there, so I couldn't go any further. But I mean, guys, it's not even basically flickering. There's been zero drop off. Even turning around and coming back, there's no drop off. I feel like I could easily take this system 600 meters, no problem, and it would just take it. The problem is the battery can't go that far. You know, after a 300-meter flight and a 300-meter flight back, the battery is pretty much at 1 bar. So I think that's kind of the extent of what you can get out of this. But you got to admit that is really, really good for a DIY home-built FPV system. So the reason it's so potent, okay, is because I have that 280 milliamp 25C quad battery that I installed inside of this. Okay, even though it's a 200 milliwatt system, it came with a 300 milliamp battery. Okay, but I had a 280 milliamp 25C high output performance battery that I decided would be better to put in there. So I went ahead and did that, and it is getting longer battery times. I can post the link below if you guys want to do that. It's very easy to put the battery in there. It's not hard. Okay, and then the G-teng FPV watch, we already know, is an excellent receiver because I had it hooked up to my 501S and it went 800 meters before it started to lose reception. So we know that can take some serious range. And it's actually not that hard to see. I can see easily the entire time because of how bright the screen is. I mean, I'll turn it on inside just so you guys have an idea how bright this is. See what I mean? It's like perfect. It's really good quality. It's not crap. You barely see the pixelation in it. See what I'm saying? It's clean. It's a very nice little screen. So I know that the kit with this comes with a monitor. I can tell you right now, it's junk. You can buy the camera separately, and if you really want to do what I did, you can upgrade the battery inside of it. I believe the battery I used was an H8 mini upgrade battery. Okay, so you can look up the H8 Mini upgrade battery and then tear this apart. It's 2 screws and then it just unlatches. And I just basically cut the old battery out and wired in the new battery to it. And then the charge port that was stuck on the, basically the charge cord that was stuck to the end of the battery, I cut a hole in the side of the camera and I stuck it out there and then I glued it on so I could charge this battery up with the cable that came with it. So this is my setup, and we easily went 350 meters today. It was 54 meters high, and I went out like 308 meters. So we probably went about almost 360 meters with this setup at this point. So, and it's not even falling off at all. Every once in a while, a tiny little flicker, and that's because I think the antenna is moving around a little bit. You know, I have a free hanging antenna there, so it just kind of moves around a little bit and I get a flicker. I can almost bet you this would easily make it 600 meters without an issue. So unfortunately, the quad battery can't go much further than that. It's carrying the little bit of extra weight, and by the time you get back, you're down to the last bar of battery after a 300 meter flight. So I think that's the extent of what we can push. Now, if I were to put this on my 501S, when we get this thing figured out here, if I was to put that on the 501S, then we could get a really true idea. Maybe. I don't know if the 5.8s are going to interfere, but I don't really know if I have anything else that can go that far right now, currently. So we'll try that, though. I might stick it on the bottom of the 501S and see exactly how far that kit can go, because we've had this thing a kilometer. So I know that it's more than capable of going that far if needed, but we need to figure out what's going on with this first. So, all right, guys, drone worship. I'm I'm getting ready for work here, man. I'm tired. I had a long night. You guys know I stayed up pretty much half the night there trying to figure out what's going on with the 501S. So, I got to get ready for work, man. I'll see y'all on the flip. Toodaloo.
Give yourself to the dark side.